Today's workshop is going to be on direct mail campaigns. It's only going to be about 30 minutes. Just wanted to let you know that before we begin. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen. All right, and don't forget, we're logging in at agent.kw.com. In order to get started with direct mail campaigns, those are actually going to be under campaigns, which is this megaphone looking icon on the left. I actually am going to show you guys a quick tip here. You can click this red KW and you can see all the tool titles on the left. We're going to click into campaigns today. All right, and if you've done any direct mail campaigns in the past, you can click direct mail at the top and you can see the old campaigns. I just have a bunch of drafts from teaching this multiple times. To start a new campaign, a new direct mail campaign, we're going to click create campaign in the top right corner. Next, click direct mail in the bottom left corner of the pop-up. Enter a campaign name. All right, and most of the time, people are doing direct mail campaigns to advertise a listing. KW may have launched the ability to do this without having a listing. Actually, let's check that out to see if it gives us any other options here. So I chose like brand awareness. Okay, great. So it's actually just letting me select my content. So you don't have to have a listing to send a direct mail postcard. You will have to have an image to use, a high resolution image to use on this. And it says here, select template or upload design. Note that if you're uploading a design that you created in the design section of command, you will have to crop that or resize it outside of command. They don't automatically come in the sizes required here. So just know that. I'm going to actually go back one step and show you how to do this for a listing. So we're going to create a campaign, direct mail. Click advertise listing and create campaign at the bottom. And now it's prompting me to select a listing. Does anyone on the call have a listing that I can use? Any volunteers? Or it could be an open house that you did for someone else, like just a listing that you know if it's on the market. Nobody?
My mentor has a condo in Alameda.
What's the address?
325 Kitty Hawk.
Yep, this is it, right?
Oh, yep. Yeah, that's it.
Ukabasi?
Yep.
Great. There we go. My listing is selected. And then for contents, it's just going to automatically put in the listing price. It doesn't automatically put in the number of bedrooms and bathrooms. So let's see here. Actually, I'm not able to even see that. Do you know how many beds or baths it is? 2 bedroom, 1
It's a 2 bedroom, 1.5 bath. Yeah. Or one, yeah.
And here's the description. On the right-hand side of the screen, we see the preview. You can toggle between the front and the back. So it looks like some of the text is getting cut off here. So I want to edit that down. Live 1/2 block from the beach, open concept, attractively upgraded, relax by the pool, enjoy the community barbecue. Let's see where it gets cut off. Okay. I'm going to delete everything after this, and then it's going to fit. Great. Perfect. Notice that I'm not able to change things directly on this. Like I can't move anything around. It's simply going to collect this information that I'm putting in on the left, and it's placing it for me on the template. All right. Listing photo. So unfortunately, these photos are all pulled directly from MLS, which in most circumstances would be great. However, for the postcard, we do need a high resolution image. So I actually don't have one. Let me see if I can find one just in my files here. All right, I might have one. Sorry, you guys. I brought my dog to work today. She's getting a little ruffled up. Okay, so I'm just gonna upload a random photo from my computer in order to just get past this step. So just pretend like it's a listing photo. And hopefully this image will work. Too low of resolution. Okay, so that one's not gonna work. See if I have something else. All right, I'm gonna have to use this person's headshots. Social. Sorry about this, guys. Wish I had some listing photos on here to sub in, but this one might work. No, too low. All right, one more try here. I don't think any of mine are large enough. So I'm gonna give it one more shot and then I'm gonna just try and bypass this. Okay, that worked. That's someone's headshot, so just disregard the way that this looks. But so here's the front. It's gonna put the photo of the house right there. An agent photo, this is your headshot. It's pulling from your marketing profile. So if you're wondering where that is, it's in the settings section of Command. And then in settings, it's under connect settings and then marketing profile. So if you want to update your headshot, you can go there to do it. All right, and it looks good to me, right? Front, got all the great details on it. Back, looks good. All the text fits. I'd love for this to be more spaced out, but you can't make manual changes on this text. It just kind of pops it in there for you. All right, and then here's my contact information. I'm gonna click save. I have too much text. It's limiting me at 350 characters. I'm just going to delete this sentence and there we go. We're good on that now. All right. And then you can select, add a QR code to your postcard. Once scanned by the recipient, they'll be taken to a page where their contact information is captured and tracked back to this campaign. You can create a landing page and you can name it after this property or postcard. Put a lead capture form on there. And then you can turn on the tracking. Select that landing page from here. I'm just going to go ahead and put the contact us page since I don't have a landing page for this postcard created. It looks like I need to go over Market Center now on the left. So here is my Market Center info. For some reason, it didn't have this in the zip code. I'm going to add that in. Verify address. Sure, we'll use that correct one. And then we're going to move on to the next section, which is targeting. All right, so I did select around a listing. So it's targeting homes surrounding that listing within a certain radius. You can also elect to target your database and then select people from your database, but I'm going to go ahead and use this listing address as the center of where I want this postcard to be sent. And then budgets. I can adjust this later, but you do want to do first class. And then, sure, let's do a quantity of 200. Let's see if I do 400. Okay, the price doesn't go down. So just know that, at least not for 400. Let's see for 500. Did not go down for 500. So, all right, I'll go back to 200 and then click save here. All right, so I see the green check marks. That means I've gone through everything on the left. And I can click on to configure the targeting around this listing. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. I want to create this campaign, yes. All right. This is the targeting screen. Remember when I selected those 200 number of homes? Well, if I change my mind on this screen, I'm able to increase that amount or reduce it. Property type, all or single family, multifamily. The number of bedrooms. I can target by the amount of square footage, the year built, year last sold for, and the amount, and then the postage class I had already selected. And then of course I want to send it a copy to the company address. Here's that listing, and here it's selecting the radius around it. So why might we use, oops, don't go back. Why might we use this targeting on the left?
Hi, Danielle.
Hi.
Hi. I figure we'd want to find like properties to our listing to try to get some sellers.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Danielle, are these just going to homeowners at the time and not renters?
Not necessarily, no. It's just, I believe, selecting the properties nearby.
Like nearby addresses?
Yes,
Okay, well then there might be renters there that would be interested in buying in the neighborhood.
that's true. That is true. Anyone else?
Maybe you want to do like different mail campaigns for like the same listing, but like make it specific to like renters or homeowners or something like that.
So this list doesn't differentiate. Keep that in mind. It sends the same thing to just all of the homes in the area. It won't tell us who's a renter and who's owner occupied. However, by the way, you can, if you do prefer to market differently or to just homeowners, you can get a list like that from a title company, but then you wouldn't use this tool.
So maybe this is for if someone's living in the area and they have friends that want to move into the area, this could show them something that's for sale.
Yeah. Yeah. So a couple things like this would be a great way to send a neighbors only invite event postcard to capture nearby renters in the area and homeowners. So homeowners, they might see this property for sale and realize, okay, maybe it's time to sell. For renters, that they might realize maybe it's time to buy. I love my neighborhood. Let's check out this property. The criteria on the left, yes, targeting similar homes. Let's say you want to target similar homes in order to try and catch a seller. And then year last sold, you know, depending on what you're thinking here, you might want to target something sold 5 years ago or longer than that, because they're maybe more likely to sell, right? So maybe that's your MO. So lots of reasons why you might utilize these. Oh, wow. That was eye-opening, right? I expanded this from the 80s down to 1940s, and it looks like all of these properties have been owned for a very long time by the same owner. Interesting. So once you're done in this section.
Hey, Danny, I think that says year built. Doesn't that mean it's just been built during that?
Right.
Oh, okay.
You're totally right. Dang.
Otherwise, we are going over there and farming immediately.
My eyesight is going. All right. So actually, it looks like everything's been in the last like 20 years, basically. Switched hands. If I just want to get like everything before 2017, I can do that. And then you're going to click next. Once you're happy with that. And it's generating the preview here for me to finalize it again. And again, disregard this face on the left. That will be the photo of the home. But then here's the back of the postcard. And then the total. And here's where you put in your payment. Your cards will be inserted into the USPS mail stream within 2 business days. Okay, so I would say production probably takes 1 to 2 business days and then to stick in the mail. So in the mailboxes of targeted recipients, 4 to 6 business days. And it says that you'll be provided with a more accurate estimate once you submit your order. But you want to do this before 3 p.m. on a business day to make sure that your order gets looked at. And that's how you do direct mail campaigns through KW Commands.
And Danielle, the example you just did was for a property that is already listed for sale on the MLS, correct?
Yes. So what I would recommend is for these, you could say it's to advertise a listing and not select a listing, and you can manually put in that information. So let's say it's like a coming soon. Or let's say, you know, you're going to go on market next Wednesday. So you want it to, you know, be mailed right when your listing goes live. So you're doing this in advance and you can't pull it automatically through MLS. That's okay. You can still do this that way. You just
Okay, great.
manually type in the Bed's Gas address and all the details. Yeah.
Danny, a question for you. So we have a listing coming up. It's still going to be a while, but we want to start marketing to the neighborhood beforehand. So there's no listing. Are we still able to use that map targeting?
Yes, you are. Make sure to follow the clear cooperation and that I'm guessing it's in the coming soon already, right?
No, it's not. It's we're still discussing, but I figured if we're going to do the marketing, I want to start hitting that particular neighborhood.
Yes, just make sure that when you start marketing that you list it as coming soon.
Oh, no, we're not. Well, okay, so I'm not, my point is I just want to market to a neighborhood beforehand. So sometime this year, don't know when, we're still talking to the seller, but I wanted to start marketing to the neighborhood as a listing agent before the listing comes out.
So you're not marketing a listing, you're just
Right.
marketing yourself for brand awareness.
Right. So are we able to use the targeting map with that?
Yes, you are.
Awesome.
So as I demonstrated in the first step, I originally chose brand awareness and it did not require you to have a listing to move forward using this tool.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Diane.
Essentially, you can farm that neighborhood, right? That's what you're wanting.
Right.
And I would recommend sending a postcard and then following up with some door knocking.
Okay, so we're able to door knock now?
I think so.
Okay.
I want to, like, I don't know, use your mask, but
Sure. Okay, thank you.
any other questions? Any other ahas?
Quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
These are double-sided cards, correct?
Correct. There
Yeah,
is
my
the
connection's not great. And then, so I got what I think is a pretty good signature block. That could easily be inputted to the card, correct? You can just upload that. You have to all type it in. All right.
Yes, so you have those, you type the info into the fields and it will auto-populate your contact info from your marketing profile, but you do not have the ability to do anything on the template. Like I can't click into this template and change where things are or what's on it or the way that it looks. You're welcome to use a postcard template from Designs. Just don't forget that you're going to have to edit the size outside of Command, edit the size of the postcard.
So Danielle, it seems like you could use this tool here to do like just sold, coming soon, brand, all these different things. It seems pretty easy? Am I making that up in my head?
No, you're not making it up. Oh, the only thing is, where did it give us the opportunity to say just sold?
Oh, okay, well.
That is the one limitation with these. Ooh, sorry, excuse me.
Issue.
So if you want to do a just sold, I do recommend, or if you want it to say just sold or just listed, not just the information on there, I would recommend doing something in designs. There's this really great video on resizing it. I'll drop this link in the chat when I find it. Here it is. All right, now it's going to start playing. Sorry about that.
$47. That's all it takes.
Sorry. Okay, I'm dropping this in the chat right now for you. So super helpful video that'll show you how you can easily resize a postcard and stick it into that direct mail campaign. So that then you're not stuck to that template. So like Scott, if you wanted to make your signature look a certain way, that would be the way to go. All right, everybody, I'm gonna let you all go. Thank you for coming today.